Yeah. So hello everyone on LinkedIn. This is Harshit Vadipati, and I'm the founder and director at Vikas Services, OPC Private Limited. So we are registered in Hyderabad, but right now we're not here to discuss about a company. We are here to discuss about a topic that all the Indians in 2021 want to know. In the pandemic, there is a lot of confusion. There is everything that's going on, but we are here to talk about what India is going to be in 2040, in the year 2040. How will the world be? How will the world react to the Indian ecosystem? And will there even be any startups? Or are we just going to go downside? Or is India going to change the entire world? Is India going to change the entire game? So we're just going to start with a small introduction and then let's jump straight down into the topic. All right, Seetaram, let's go ahead.
Hello everyone, this is Seetaram. So as Harshit told, we will be discussing about India in 2040 and how the world reacts to it and all. And here at Vikas, I am head of operations, and here I am to contribute to the discussion. And Avinash, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Thank you, Harshit. Thank you, Seetaram. Hi, LinkedIn. I'm Avinash. I handle the Department of Business Development at Vikas Services. So today we are going to talk about how India is going to be in the year 2040. So let's get this discussion started.
Yeah. So see, I was just thinking, guys. See, recently I was just watching this interview session of Kunal Shah. See, I think all of us know who Kunal Shah is, the CEO and founder of Cred, and the former CEO of Freecharge. All right. So that's what I was thinking. What he actually said was in an interview, he said that India can either be the best of the nations, best of all the nations, or the worst of all the nations. See, I don't want any hate, guys. We're not here to hate India. See, we are Indians as well. We are here to discuss what our country is going to do and if there is any scope of improvement and what we can do. So, what do you think about that, Sitaram? The best or the worst? Do you think that's even possible?
Yeah, so in my opinion, Harshit, like see, if we see about the employment that's going on right now, so the number of job seekers and the number of job providers, actually the balance is like it's very bad. So like day by day, the unemployment is increasing. Basically, the job seekers are actually increasing, and the job providers are decreasing. So if we want India to be a superpower by 2040, I think the entrepreneurship in India should be developed. And here's where like the job providers will increase as the number of job seekers will decrease, and that's what is my opinion. If we do like this kind of implementations, like, and not only like and Indians like us, even government should take some steps to go ahead and implement some things like helping us in doing ease of business, connecting us to the industrialists, and like this kind of stuff should be done. What
Correct,
is your
correct.
opinion, Avinash?
I totally agree with you, Sitaram, because the way we have been going in the country, we are. I mean, like we have this unemployment issue all over the country. I accept that fact, but India has introduced a scheme called Startup India 2016,
Correct.
from which you're going to get those resources for that startup, right? When you get recognized with that startup, you will be given access to number of resources, right? I mean, using those resources, you can actually develop your business, right? So
Yeah.
it is actually one of the best things that ever happened to startups.
And to us as well.
Without this startup India, yeah, ours as well, exactly. So
Very true.
it
Yeah.
has helped us a lot, and it has been helping a lot of companies, lot of startups very well. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys.
Correct, correct. See, I think in Startup India we have a number of pro bonos which we get once we actually get registered. Once we receive the recognition by Startup India. So I think that the registration process is very simple. You just have to be a startup after 2016, after the scheme has been released. The second one is your revenue shouldn't cross more than 50 crores, I guess. I'm tentative, but it must be somewhere. See, definitely a startup wouldn't do that. I think it's highly impossible for a startup to do that. and there are a few more. It should be a private limited company, and it should also be an innovative company, or it should have a very high scope of wealth generation. See, right now,
Yeah.
I think at Vikers, we're not a completely innovative company because BPOs have existed since a long time, but we actually have a very high scope of wealth generation and employment generation. And referring to your point, Seetaram, what you spoke about employment generation. See, I have this question to both of you guys. See, we've been trying to recruit a
Sure.
lot of people. We've been doing this a lot, but do you think we're finding the right people here? Because we've gone through a number of recruiting. We've done so many styles, so many different interview sessions and webinar sessions and everything to them. But do you think we actually have the right people in India, or is everyone just a job seeker? Is everyone just behind that illusion of just the money? You understand, right? What do you guys think?
Yeah. So initially you have mentioned you have watched the Kunal Shah's interview. In the same interview, he have mentioned that he have been through a place where a person is feeding sharks, right? A person is feeding sharks, and he have to go into the same pool, and he also he wanted to ask a question to the person who is feeding sharks. These are very dangerous. The sharks are very dangerous. Why would how are you very safe here? Then
Correct.
the guy who told, like, the guy directly told him in a one line answer that we feed them in time. The same thing is happening in India right now. So we all are addicted to paychecks at the end of
Correct.
the month, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
basically, if you are providing them paycheck every month, providing them paycheck every month. So people are addicted to that, and they do not really realize their potential of doing
Potential.
things in a wild way. Yes, as the sharks forgot their potential to be wild, we also forgot to be potential. I think this should be there in every Indian, if not every Indian, at least most of the Indians. Then we can. There is actually a potential for India to grow in, well. We can be a wealth-driven country very
Correct.
soon.
Correct.
That's my
Correct.
opinion.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. What about you, Sita? Avinash?
Avinash. Yeah,
Exactly. I mean, I totally agree with you, Sitaram. Whatever you have talked about the shark story, it's completely true when it comes with our country. Because the companies, I mean, like the top MNCs, when you talk about in our country, they are actually offer base to the employees. They always give them incentives. They always give them salary for making them to work hard, even harder. I mean, they don't know why they are doing that. I mean, they don't even know why they are getting those incentives. But you know what? By giving them the incentives, in return, the company is able to make millions of dollars in profit. So that's what
Correct.
I'm trying to tell you guys. I mean, when you talk about employment opportunities, when you talk about the salaries, when you talk about the insights, I mean, like the thing is that some people are there who are talented enough, but they do not have any other option, but they had to work hard. I mean, they had to work in a different field while they are supposed to be in because of some issues. I mean, that
But
happens a lot in our country because
but
of some
but do you
financial
think
things.
the Startup India whatever Startup India scheme is doing, do you think it's actually helping those kind of people that you're referring to, Avinash?
You talk about the startup. See, Startup India allocating a lot of resources to startup companies in India, and these people are trying to recruit the younger generation, and these people are trying to give employment to the freshers, to the unemployed people. But these people are expecting more from the startups. How would that be possible if you expect something even more from a startup company, would it be possible for you to give something more to the employee, to the fresher? Right.
Correct.
Let's talk about. Give me an example. Just give me an example. One potential person. I mean, he is